Obviously, it's disappointing to lose, but at the same time, I told the team afterwards, there's only one team that's going to end with a win at the end of the season. So, it's a situation where it hurts because you don't know when it's going to end, and obviously, it ended today. But I'm very proud of this team, their resilience, their grit, the whole process, embracing the whole process, the whole year, really 2 years to go that time without having a game and sticking through and stuff like that. So I'm happy for the seniors, and they helped get this program back and set the standard.
You guys never really were able to get the running game going the way you could or would like to, Paul. What did you see there as far as the way they were able to stop you guys really from running the ball?
Yeah, I mean, RPI did a good job. They're obviously a good team. They did a good job against our guys. So that was obviously, you didn't get it going early, and then when you get behind a little bit, you have to throw a little bit more. But, our guys are, tried their best. Some bigger guys and stuff like that, but, they did a good job up front.
Their running back, number 21, did he surprise you at all from what you've seen on film with them?
No, absolutely not. I think, like I said, they are who they are for a reason. They're up front. They did a good job of scheming up and changing some schemes after the first couple series. After we got some sacks and got some pressure on them, they changed up their schemes and changed it up, and obviously started to work.
You did pick off Marinopoulos once, but it seemed like you had a couple of almost interceptions. Would that have made a big difference, do you think, if you guys be able to hold on a couple of
Oh, absolutely. Any turnover changes. But at the same time, I think offensively we weren't able to capitalize at times on those turnovers. I mean, you look at the beginning of the game, we had the ball midfield and, still wanted to capitalize on it, and that could change the whole game. But, down 14-0 and answering a big play, 14-7, and then down 27 to come back at 14, and as football comes down a game of inches and end up being inches, ironically. But they fought hard.
Any questions for you? Yeah, Paul, you've been a really defense-minded team all year, especially. Can you speak to the efforts of the whole defensive unit, but in particular, Tim Russell, Mehdi Squally, and Sam Opon finished with double-digit tackles in the game?
It just goes to show that they lead by example on the field. I knew going into the season, offensively we're very young and defensively more senior-heavy. At the same time, seeing young guys stepping up. Obviously, Colin Maropoulos, losing him early in the game hurt. He's fourth in the nation in sacks. Losing him hurt, but other guys had to step up. But Tim Russell's just the ultimate tough man, old school, just all around, just tough football player. And Mehdi and those guys, and Sam's has always been consistent. And Mehdi's just kind of anything I ask him to do, he does. Even that last play, can I get out there on the onside? Can I do whatever? So. Unbelievable 3-year guys that just stayed the course and helped us.
Is there number 2, McDonald? Is that just a tough guy to scheme or defend for when you get that kind of size?
Yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah, he's a big boy, and I think it's a good bailout for them. Just throw it up and 50-50 ball, maybe 70-30, 80-20 with him. He's a good player, very good player.
Can you take us through the 2 touchdowns, please? So it seemed like both plays there were definitely deep shots. Is that something that was trying to incorporate in the game plan? Did you see a matchup you liked, or was that kind of just the flow of the game?
I think early on some matchups we liked. We took a couple of shots early and had it, just missed by this guy doing that and this guy, one guy falling down and dropping some balls. But I think it's something where also at the end we're trying to score. You have to score and score fast, and I think it's I think that's something we saw at the same time. Credit that they kept going, competing, and quarterback got hit a few times, but he stayed in there towards the end.
So on topic of the quarterback, how would you evaluate Ingraffia's performance as a whole? We know that he didn't start at the beginning of the year. Just give us a little bit of evaluation of what you saw from his first start all the way into competing into the NCAAs.
I think each week he grows. During the game today, you got to keep remembering like he's still young. I mean, he's a sophomore, he's really a freshman. This is his 8th start, and it's against the top 25 team. And I think once you got composed, and sometimes you got to get hit a few times to get in the rhythm a little bit, but he's very composed. He's not shy. He's tough. He's tall, but he doesn't slide or anything else like that. And he kind of helps leads our teams to put us in the right situations at times. So, but in order to be him the good, everybody has to be good, from coaches to players and whatnot. So it's just every player was somebody different was doing something good or bad.
Can you just speak to the senior class and the grad students that came back for a 5th year after what has been a tumultuous year for everybody and every student athlete in the country, but just the dedication they showed to buy in for another year and really come back and lead in a year of turmoil to come back and put this effort forward?
just embraced it. You know, they're going to be so successful in life to deal with adversity like that, and to get up in the fall and knowing there's no game, and in the spring and knowing there's no game, and 6 in the morning, 8 o'clock at night, or lifting, and not lifting for no reason, but really like, what are we doing, and stay the course, and now to go through that, and then the fall, and still the unknowns, and some of the injuries we had. I mean, they're just I love those guys. I mean, I told them in the locker room afterwards, like, not even from the Sam and Tims and Meddies that played, but the Josh Morans, the Matt Mars, the Tom Nyes that literally don't even, haven't really played a lot, but they stayed with it. Tom Nyes an AT major, and he's taping wrists before games in his uniform. That probably doesn't happen at a lot of places. That just explains our culture. But those guys embrace it, and they set the standard now.
Congratulations on a great season, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Coach Allen.